In a world addicted to exposure, invisibility is your greatest weapon. The moment you open your mouth, someone is taking notes. The second you show emotion, someone's planning how to use it against you. Transparency isn't a virtue anymore, it's a liability. Every confession becomes currency for vultures. Every truth you share arms someone else with ammunition. You think they want to know you? They don't. They want access. They want leverage. They want weakness. As Machiavelli warned, everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. And that's how it must stay. You are not obligated to be understood. You are not here to be consumed. The more they think they know, the easier you are to control. So stop offering them the blueprint. Start becoming the riddle. In this hyper-visible world, power doesn't belong to the loud, it belongs to the unreadable. This is not about emotional suppression, it's about tactical silence. It's not about faking strength, it's about mastering perception. Because when they can't figure you out, they can't control you. And when they can't control you, you win. Your suffering is not sacred to them, it's a spectacle. Platforms thrive on your emotional striptease, turning pain into a product. The more you unravel, the more they consume. What once was whispered in confessionals is now screamed into algorithms. But understand this, what you share to be seen will one day be used to erase you. True strength is not in bleeding publicly. It is in choosing what scars to display and what to keep locked beneath the skin. You were not built for the stage, you were built for war. Keep your wounds clean and covered, because in this digital coliseum, the crowd doesn't cheer for healing, they cheer for collapse. Every emotion you display is a loaded weapon, only you're handing it over, safety off, to your opponents. The moment you cry in public, flare with anger, or burst with joy, you give them a map to your psyche. Reactions aren't just expressions, they are coordinates. Coordinates that point directly to your weaknesses. What moves you, breaks you, and what breaks you, controls you. In a world ruled not by empathy but by leverage, emotion is not a language, it's currency. And once spent, it cannot be recovered. The more you reveal, the more you are owned. To manipulators, to rivals, to opportunists, your feelings are not sacred, they're strategic advantages. Niccolo Machiavelli knew this centuries ago. And here comes in the question, whether it is better to be loved rather than feared, or feared rather than loved. It might perhaps be answered that we should wish to be both, but since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. But there's an evolution to that truth. It is far safer to be unreadable than either. Love can be manipulated, fear can be challenged, but opacity, it's ungraspable. It paralyzes. When you refuse to play the emotional game, you become untouchable. So master the art of emotional opacity. When mocked, laugh softly. When flattered, look past them. When threatened, blink slowly and say nothing. Never show them where it hurts. Let them swing wildly at shadows. The most dangerous enemy isn't the loudest. It's the one who never flinches. In this age, the visible man is the vulnerable man. Your emotions should be encrypted, your inner world guarded like a classified vault. Be the anomaly in the algorithm. Let them question, second-guess, spiral into confusion, while you maneuver, cold and unbothered. Silence is not retreat, it is resistance. In a world addicted to reaction, the one who speaks least holds the throne. Every word you don't say forces others to reveal more. Every silence you choose turns the spotlight on them. A general doesn't reveal his strategy before the war. Why should you? Speak only when it shifts the terrain. Let them talk. Let them guess. In their guessing, you gain time. In their noise, you gain clarity. The quietest person in the room is often the one writing the rules. You are not a mirror. You are smoke. You are not a diary. You are a decoy. The age of authenticity is an illusion. Authenticity has become a brand, and brands are built to be consumed. But legends are crafted. Craft your persona like a fortress, intimidating from afar, impenetrable up close. Let your silence hum with intention. Let your presence interrupt comfort. You do not owe them the truth. You owe them the myth, and the myth should be unforgettable. Emotions are a limited resource. Treat them as such. Would you leave gold scattered in the streets? Then why do you spill your energy on every irritation, every disappointment, every digital provocation? Invest emotion where it yields control. Withhold it where it costs leverage. Reserve it for the moments that command transformation, not the ones that drain it. Frustration is currency. Rage is capital. Don't squander them on fools. You become valuable the moment you become scarce. Predictability breeds boredom. Mystery breeds obsession. In a world where everyone reveals everything, the one who reveals nothing becomes myth. Let them wonder what you're thinking. Let them question where you've gone. Disappear when they expect you. Return when they've relaxed. Make your absence heavier than most people's presence. Power is not just having something to say, it's knowing when not to say it. Your mind is a kingdom. Stop leaving the gates open. Most people allow anyone access. Friends, strangers, parasites. But sovereignty demands selectivity. You must become difficult to reach, harder to read, and impossible to predict. Vet every relationship like a spy interrogates an informant. Audit every conversation. What do they want? Why now? What aren't they saying? Build inner walls so tall they mistake your distance for divinity. And those you do let in, make them earn it, inch by inch, year by year. Sometimes power requires you to leave the room, not because you are weak, but because absence forces them to recalibrate. A king doesn't sit on every council. He appears when the stakes demand him. Disappear from the digital grid, vanish from toxic circles, go dark. When they feel your absence like a hunger, that's when your value multiplies. Let re-entry be an earthquake. Let them realize your silence was louder than their noise. Influence isn't about domination today. It's about control over decades. The wise don't seek immediate applause. They plant ideas that mature like poison in the mind of their enemies. Speak less, say more, act rarely, move strategically. Your presence should suggest inevitability. And when your power becomes too subtle to trace, that's when it becomes impossible to counter. Influence, at its highest form, is invisible. Never mistake restraint for coldness. The most powerful use vulnerability as a weapon. Share a secret only to win allegiance. Show a wound only to make others lower their guard. People trust those who bleed, but only if that bleeding seems rare, holy, human. Don't give them tragedy. Give them a myth with a scar. Enough to soften, not enough to surrender. Use vulnerability like a scalpel, not a confession. Precision over pity. There are truths about you that must remain underground. Your desires, your fears, your breaking points. These are not for public record. These are not for casual company. They are contraband. Keep your emotional treasures wrapped in misdirection. Laugh when you're seething. Speak joy when you're grieving. Smile while building empires. This is not deceit. It is security. The more they know about your fire, the closer they come to extinguishing it. Adaptation is not betrayal. It is the art of war. Know your room, know your audience, speak their tongue. Then shift the frame to your advantage. The best manipulators never feel manipulative. They feel familiar. Don't obsess over being real. Be effective. Influence demands evolution. Mirror the room, control the temperature, then quietly lead. The moment they realize you've shifted the current, it's already too late. You were not made to be digestible. You were not born to entertain. You are not here to be loved. You are here to be remembered. This world wants your soul in high definition. Don't give it to them. Give them an outline, and let them fill in the rest with fear, wonder, and obsession. Be unreadable. Be uncatchable. Be untouchable.